Captain Thrickstall of the benevolent rescue vessel Compassionate Dawn felt the familiar warmth of satisfaction as his sensors detected the distress signal. The electromagnetic pulse pattern was distinctly human, weak, intermittent, clearly from a vessel in serious trouble. "Another successful rescue mission incoming," he announced to his crew, his translator rendering his chittering speech into standard galactic common. As a member of the altruistic alliance, the insectoid Zephyrian took great pride in their mandate to assist any species in distress, regardless of political affiliation. The damaged human ship drifted silently in the asteroid field of the Kepler 442 system, its hull scarred and dark. No lights, no engine signature, no life support readings, exactly what one would expect from a vessel on the verge of total system failure. "Poor creatures," sympathized navigator Kelnara, her 4 eyes scanning the tactical display. "Humans are so fragile. How did they ever survive long enough to develop space travel?" Thrickstall nodded sagely. Humans were known throughout the galaxy as one of the more delicate species, short-lived, requiring very specific atmospheric conditions, prone to panic in crisis situations. It was a miracle they'd managed to spread beyond their home system at all. "Scan for life signs," he ordered. "Prepare the medical bay for human physiology. From the looks of that ship, they'll need extensive care." The medical officer, a gelatinous aquarian named Dr. Flux, prepared the appropriate atmosphere mixture. "Captain, I'm reading 17 human life signs aboard the vessel. Vital signs are odd. Very low heart rates, minimal brain activity. They may be in some form of hibernation to conserve oxygen." "Excellent adaptation," Thrickstall noted approvingly. "Deploy docking tubes. Let's bring these survivors aboard before their ship's life support fails completely." The Compassionate Dawn moved with practiced efficiency, extending its rescue apparatus toward the human vessel. The docking process went smoothly, surprisingly so, given the apparent damage to the human ship's systems. "Initiating boarding procedure," reported Security Chief Vornak, a massive bear-like creature whose species specialized in gentle extraction of survivors from dangerous situations. "The human vessel's airlock is functioning perfectly." "That's unusual for a ship in distress." Thrickstall dismissed the concern. Human engineering was notoriously unpredictable. Perhaps their airlocks were built to ridiculously high standards to compensate for their species' fragility. The boarding party entered the human ship with standard rescue equipment, medical supplies, portable life support, and emergency rations. What they found made no sense. "Captain," Vornak's voice crackled through the comm, tinged with confusion. "The ship's interior is pristine. No damage, full power, optimal life support. The humans appear to be sleeping in some kind of individual pods." "Sleeping pods?" Thrickstall frowned. "Perhaps an emergency measure to preserve life during system failures." "Sir, these aren't emergency pods. They're sophisticated. Military grade. And Captain, I'm detecting weapons. Lots of weapons. This isn't a civilian vessel." A chill ran through Thrickstall's exoskeleton. "What kind of weapons?" "Unknown design." "But Captain, there's something else. I found what appears to be a tactical display. It's showing our ship's position, our crew complement, our defensive capabilities. This data is impossibly detailed." The pieces clicked together in Thrickstall's mind with horrifying clarity. The distress signal had been broadcast on exactly the frequency the altruistic alliance monitored. The ship's location, perfectly positioned in a rescue corridor. The convenient timing. "Vornak, evacuate the boarding party immediately," he commanded. But even as the words left his mandibles, he knew it was too late. The human ship's lights blazed to life. Power signatures spiked across every spectrum. And in the observation bay of the Compassionate Dawn, 17 pods hissed open with synchronized precision. The humans inside didn't look distressed. They looked rested, alert, and very, very prepared. Commander Sarah Chen of the Terran's Special Operations vessel, Silent Predator, stretched as she emerged from her hibernation pod, her gray combat suit automatically adjusting to her movements. Around her, her team performed weapons checks with the casual efficiency of apex predators who had just woken up to find prey, had walked directly into their lair. "Status report," she said calmly into her comm unit. "Target acquired, Commander," came the reply from her tactical officer. One altruistic Alliance rescue vessel, approximately 200 crew members, minimal defensive capabilities. "They've docked exactly as predicted." Chen smiled. The altruistic Alliance had made the fatal mistake of believing their own propaganda about human fragility. They'd been conducting rescue operations in human space for months, taking detailed scans of human vessels, documenting human technology, and occasionally, some of their rescued humans disappeared entirely into Alliance research facilities. The Alliance thought humans were helpless prey. They were about to learn otherwise. "Lieutenant Morrison, how are our guests?" Chen asked. "Thoroughly confused, Commander. Their boarding party is trying to retreat, but our docking clamps are holding them tight. The main crew is realizing something's wrong, but they still think we're the victims here." Chen checked her sidearm and activated her suit's combat systems. Around her, 16 of the most dangerous humans in Terran space did the same. "Time to explain the food chain to our new friends," she said. "Remember, we need at least 3 of them alive for intelligence gathering. Beyond that," she shrugged, "the Alliance wanted to study human biology. Let's give them a very hands-on education." As alarms began blaring throughout the compassionate dawn, Captain Thrixtor finally understood the truth that would be his species' last lesson about humanity. Sometimes the most dangerous predators are the ones that look like prey. The hunt had begun.